Alright, what's going on, everybody? Message for today, March 17th, 2026. So nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect. In life, we strive to be this best version of ourselves. But you realize there's going to be those shortcomings or those stumblings. And what we don't realize is in those moments that can be considered the true perfection, because you are artwork and you're continuing to develop your art. That is success. That's the process to developing a better version. But when we hear this word perfect, we only have this word in our vocabulary because we're comparing it to something or someone else. Case in point, people may think having the perfect body means abs and, this sculpted physique. But you can redefine what your definition of perfection is. People in church say, oh, he's so perfect because he follows 10 commandments, or he follows every law that's written in this book, which is frankly inevitable, because at the end of the day, we're all humans and we all have this innate ability, or we all have this thing about us that has those negative aspects that are bound to arise. It's inevitable. So all in all, the point of this message is to know there's no such thing as perfection. And the more that we embody and understand that, the easier navigating through this life can be. People get anxiety and stress and tend to overthink so many experiences that they have in life simply because they are striving for this imaginary perfection. And it can put you in a chokehold really quickly and keep you in that chokehold. So the more you realize, something as simple as just showing up and doing something small is enough to get you in the right direction toward progress. Just let go of that thought of I'm gonna be perfect, because mistakes are gonna happen. They're designed to happen, to learn from. If we did not have mistakes in this world, we would not be as advanced as we are. Rules would not be in place, and certain standards and procedures would not be in place if it was not for those failures, or how another way you can think of it in a positive way would be lessons learned. The other message for today is, don't let them, whoever or whatever them may be, put you in a box. People love to label or stigmatize or create this thought of you as if that is the only way you can be defined. You're not meant to be in a box. You're not meant to be programmed. You're not meant to be robotic in a way. Get outside of a box. Get outside of four walls. Get outside of what people tell you are, what people deem you should be. You are in charge of your life. And if you allow people to put you in a box, it makes you smaller, and it makes everything about you small. Your thoughts, your entire being. You get succumbed to another person's opinion, and that is a disaster for a man. So how do you not let them put you in a box? Well, you receive their opinion, their criticism, and you let it roll off your shoulder. You decide what you put energy toward, and what you receive to be true. And yeah, there's always going to be negative critiques. There's going to be people who be like, oh, that person is the worst person ever because they didn't hold the door open for me, or just something super small, but people make such a big deal. Like if you have an Airbnb company, you can have 9 people be like, oh, this place was great, and then the 10th person says, oh, it was a horrible experience. They all got the same fucking experience. So what was different? Their mindset was somewhere else. Their opinion was struck by something negative that they harbored on. And you get where I'm going? Like, if you go through life and you have a positive mentality, you best believe everything that you come into, while people may deem it a failure or may deem this a horrible day, you're gonna be over here like, this is the best day ever. Like, this is a great lesson learned. This is something that I can grow from. Like, it is 2 separate mindsets. It's, if you want to go there, you could have this heavenly like mindset or this hellish like mindset. And all those words mean is that you have these 2 extremes, one being extremely negative and the other being extremely positive. That's what the life is, the yin and yang of life. That is how we go about this experience in this world. And so people judge me because I'm like, hey, some bad stuff could happen or has happened to me, but I choose to be optimistic and remain positive. And now you want to look at me crazy, like that's not how you should live your life. And I'm afraid that you're going to build up this dam, and all of a sudden one thing could strike your dam, and you know the river runs over. Or even bringing up the whole mental illness type thing, like this is beyond me. Like, if there's something that you don't understand about a person, do not label them. Do not be quick to put them in a box, because they don't belong in a box. Obviously they think different and act different for a reason. So like, consider their ways, or consider like all aspects of a thing before you're just quick to say like, oh, we're going to diagnose this. We're going to, you know, this is what you need. Like, you cannot possibly know what I need. You can go to all the schools and have all the degrees in the world and say that you're this psych major and you're this psychologist for 20-umpteenth years. I really could care less. It's just interesting how this world operates, and me reading scriptures and seeing the phrase, I'm in this world and not of it, it makes sense. It makes sense. I'm in this world, and there are so many people that I don't align with. I don't align with for many, many reasons. So I'm looked at as a loner in a way, because I don't fool with a lot of people. But that triggers, oh, you could potentially be succumbed to some mental illness. Like, why? Why would you even say that or think that, you know? So those are the 2 lessons of the day. Let that touch your heart how it will. The first lesson, nothing is perfect. And the second lesson, don't let them put you in a box, whatever them may be. All right, until next time, y'all.